All right, guys, so I just arrived to Origin, my bunker at Origin Camp here in Baxter 9. So I got the whole place to myself right now before I meet my cabin mates. And this time there's only 4 bunks, I guess, or I guess technically there's room for 8 people. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people scheduled to be up in here. And so I've already picked out my area. So, you know, fight me for this. I'm just kidding. Rumor has it around camp that Johnny Kenney, aka the MOLK Man's already here. Somehow he managed to get here before everyone else. I bunked with him last year in my first year, where the Baxter boys formed Origin's favorite sitcom family. There's a new flavor this year, I heard. A coffee flavor, so I'm sure that's how Johnny's gonna start off his days. All right, so I just got back from the pro shop and they gave us our official goodie bag for Immersion Camp 2024. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. So obviously the gi that they give out each year. So here is mine. And here's that emblem that I was literally looking forward to seeing. Boom. Sick, right? Nice. Here, got the gi pants. There's no decal on this one, just regular pants. Gi pants. This comes in real handy, the JOCKO Joint Warfare. This is the camp t-shirt, which I saw everyone, all the staff wearing at the pro shop when they were giving away our bags to us. This is Beast Wash After Action Body Wash. Whoa. Last year they just gave us like a brick of soap. This is like a whole bottle of, I bring like a tiny little bottle of defense soap. They, hold on actually. So this is what I brought for showering, right? My defense soap. And this is what they give you. So they really prepare you to stay clean here at the camp. Wow. And even just the beast on this label here, he just looks menacing. He looks like he's gonna make sure you stay clean. All right, what else is in this bag? It's an Origin keychain with a leather stamped emblem. And this, I'm assuming last year they gave us like a leather bound journal. And this kind of looks like it was wrapped up in, yeah. This one's cool, this one's in black. Last year I was like in kind of a brown. But yeah, it's just leather bound notebook so you could take notes of, or keep a diary of your stay here. So dear diary, day 1 of Origin Camp, and you know, fill in the gaps. Anyways, yeah, so that's the goodie bag. And then of course the bag itself, which you can use for carrying things with you in and around camp. It's so dreamy coming back to the forest in Maine. There's a lot of things to explore. And there's a new structure built because of this camp. This year is the first year where we see it up above the field house next to the tennis court. You never run out of things to find here because you're so busy in class that you don't really have the time to go and explore every single part of the camp. So this year I saw a lot of things I didn't notice last year, but it's also because I had a bit more time to walk around, especially on Wednesday, the tour day. I skipped the tour because I already went last year, so I wanted to explore the campus and go to places I wasn't able to go last year. The lake is beautiful, even with the overcast this year. A lot of people went in. It's like the clouds didn't stop people from enjoying the water. There's times where it's chilly, but for the most part, it didn't really stop anybody. Izzy, another member of the Baxter boys, who I met last year that came back this year, said he saw Johnny by the lake with a couple of molks. I don't think this guy ever gets tired of those drinks. It's the one time a year where he has unlimited access to molk. And do not be mistaken, he does not let this opportunity go unwasted, without a fight, taking every drink he can. So I'm back for another week, learning new techniques, making new friends on the mat, witnessing some great instructors doing incredible things, and learning this year from a special guest, Tim Kennedy.
Does that answer your, where'd you go, question? Who is fisting over there? Yeah. It's just this like, it's evil, it's violent, and it's like nefarious. Like you want to be like, I want this person to be miserable. That's where we want to be headspace wise. We want to like make it terrible for them. So they, like you will feel them quit, I promise. And it's like the best thing. Oh, it's good for me.
This year, I did want to do a short tutorial on how to get to the best parts of the lobster meat in case any of you struggle getting past that hard shell. Or if you've never had lobster before and you have no idea how to do this. You want to grab the body with one hand and the tail with the other. Then you're going to bend the two parts of the body away from each other until the tail has been removed. Then you're going to flatten out the body with one hand, get a fork in the other, and then pierce the meat from the exposed side of the tail and pull your hands apart to remove the meat. But keep the tail flat while you're pulling the meat from the other side. Otherwise, the meat won't slide out. Next, pull the claw from the body by grabbing the closest limb of the arm that connects to the actual body. Pull outward and you get the whole arm. Then, limb by limb, remove the meat from the inside of its hard-cased body. It's real easy when you see the folding parts of the arm. You literally just do that same wiggling technique of bending back and forth like you did with the body and the tail. Then when you get to the claw, place it flat on the plate. Have one hand hold either side of the claw, and with the other hand, pull the opposite side upward and the claw will break. Then you can enjoy the meat. Let's see you give it a shot now. That's not really what I had in mind. I'm not sure how Johnny even pulled that off. He somehow found a molk inside of a lobster. This is a first. Okay, welcome to Origin AM. We're here with a
classic
frequent guest of the camp. I think so far throughout the camp, I've only seen you once, and it was actually just to pull a molk out of their gi mid-roll. Is there anything else you've done during camp other than the molks?
Yeah, you know, like I am a full person. You know, I have a full life of family members. I'm a productive member of society most of the time. I learned a lot of jiu-jitsu. But yeah, molk is probably the highlight. I mean, why else does anybody come to the camp?
But earlier today in the mess hall, Johnny, I was sitting a table across from you and I saw you stuffing molks into your pocket.
Yeah, those were empty. Those were the empty ones.
They didn't look empty.
I
have to say that was me.
That was, I ran out of molk in my cabin. Everybody has their cabin molk stash. I exhausted my bathroom molk stash. I just had to replenish my rounds, and I'm not going to go into what other stashes I have. That's a man's stash. You just don't talk about that.
Do you think that drinking all this molk, I believe you set a goal for yourself this year. Can you remind us of what the number is for this year, as opposed to last year? I believe it was 63.
Yeah, last year, we'll just say 62. I don't want to embellish. And all I wanted to get was that 63rd, 64th. But I have a lot of supporting friends, a few naysayers, but they actually motivated me too. So I'm at 99 right now, and I plan to hit that 100.
Someone saw you in the forest, actually, with a stashed molk. Can you explain why you would stash the molk?
We all know squirrels. Squirrels stash things for winter, so that they have something to eat when food isn't as abundant. And I don't know about you, but if you ever go to that cafeteria and there's no molks there, it can get pretty violent pretty quick. So I do the responsible thing and just stash molk around.
Okay, well, let's move on. It was interesting to see. I believe you're the first person ever to actually grapple with a defenseless bottle of molk.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Approach.
Okay,
it was a yellow, I believe a
defenseless.
yellow belt molk. Really, Johnny? That's a
Fighters, are you ready?
bold move.
Are you ready? Kobachi.
You know what they say? Sometimes you have to smash the people below you to really sharpen your blade. It's a well-known fact in jiu-jitsu. And it was a tough match, okay? Did you say defenseless? It was neck and neck at one point.
Okay, well, I won't hold you up too long, Johnny. I believe also you made available to the public, we'll put up on the screen here, your spreadsheet for the calculating of the molk consumption for this year to reach your goal of 100 molks.
You can't improve what you can't measure.
Actually, there's some people who I believe recognized you at the camp from the video from last year. People saw the last known photos. People actually didn't even think you survived because those are the last known photos from last year.
A part of me didn't. A part of me didn't. A part of me is still on that floor with those empty molk.
Well, the people have really been getting behind you this year at camp. Everyone, I can hear people around the camp saying, "Did you hear what number Johnny's at? Oh, when I talked to him, he was at 43." And then someone else was like, "Actually, I just talked to him. He's at 50." So people are really keeping up with this event happening, this record-breaking event.
But I just want to say, like for the fun times, I appreciate the support. Like, oh, look at him chug a molk. Like, oh, look at him, he's naked. He's like rubbing molk all over his body. He's like showering with molks. Like he's absorbing it through his skin. Oh, look at John. He's just off in a nature walk and he's just molk crazy. They're there for the good times. Okay, you know what they're not there for? That after morning cup of coffee when the plumbing's working and you're sitting down. Hold on, I'm not done.
I'll say
the dark times are worth. Remember, we all go through them. All right. Do you have any idea what that does to your colon after the 30th?
Well, I had to use the restroom one time, and you just happened to be occupying bathroom space with your molk when other people actually need to,
I don't molk
drop
where I shit, okay, first of all. Unless it's absolutely necessary, and a few times it was absolutely necessary, okay? And besides, that's the best place to reflect and to go. You know how many techniques we're taught? How many techniques do you think we're taught this week? How many techniques? Sorry. A few, more than a few. How many do you remember? If I were to say, hey, what did you learn?
I remember like two things
two
out of the
things,
50.
right?
Out of the 50.
So maybe that porcelain palace is a perfect time to go over your jujitsu notes. And if you don't have jujitsu notes, that's totally normal.
Well, Molk Man Johnny, I would like to bestow upon you your 100th bottle of Molk.
This is it.
This is it right here. This is the flavor for 100. Just so the record shows, the final flavor, at least the 100 number flavor here is chocolate.
Is that enough? Do you think? Shake one.
I would shake it.
How many shakes is enough?
I don't know. That's like how many licks to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll. I don't think we ever know how to get to the. For those of you at home, I hope you know how hard it is to actually rip this open without actually peeling the belt off.
You get better with practice. Yeah, this is the least crazy thing that happens in a summer camp of jiu-jitsu fanatics.
Yeah.
Okay? Like this is normal compared to we're all in matching robes.
True.
Wrestling around with each other. All right, let's just cheers. Thank you, Oregon. Thank you, JOCKO for 100. Oh, get some! I should do a victory lap.
Victory lap?
I think so.
I wish we had more molks.
No, we do. I stash them everywhere around camp, trust me. Camp Laurel cleans up molks year round, then we just replenish them.
I don't even think Camp Laurel staff can find the stash ones because they're going to be sitting around waiting for you next year.
Good.
Okay, so we had a record to break, which was 100, but the record has been broken just now with 101 bottles of Molk. Johnny, the Molk Man, Kenney, thank you for gracing us with your presence yet again this year.
Thank you also for lying to me and telling me that this was to test your equipment.
Do you have any words for JOCKO on your 101 count of Molk? I believe Pete saw the spreadsheet earlier.
All right, we got some quick data here. How many molks for the week?
Right now I'm at 98.
And grams of protein?
Total grams of protein is 2,940 grams. Calcium is 71,540 milligrams. Okay, that's the kicker. Sodium, 28,420 milligrams. And 17,640 calories. JOCKO MOLK.
You know, he's a busy man. He's got a lot to deal with. I don't want to give him anything else to worry about.
I'll have a wellness check sent on you a week from now.
Yeah.
And I'll report the.
Yeah, he's got enough to do with. So.
All right, Johnny. Well, thanks for doing this.
You're welcome. I'm gonna review some jiu-jitsu notes. So.
All right. I'll see you guys on the mats, and we'll see you guys next year or whatever year you come to Immersion. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, 1, 2.
One cool thing about camp so far is a lot of people recognizing the video that I did from last year and the preparation video I did for this year on how to pack and get ready for immersion. So it's pretty cool that those videos were helpful for people coming this year. A lot of the people I've been talking to are first timers. So I'm glad that it's been helpful to the first time campers. Hopefully with this video, I can do the same for people who want to come next year and inspire more people to come. Because yeah, it was cool. I heard like from 3 other people today that the reason they signed up for the camp was because they saw the videos I made from last year's camp. So that's pretty cool. I feel like I've had an impact on the influence of this camp in a small way. So yeah, Origin team, if you guys want to go ahead and send me some commission for signing up 3 people so far, I'll keep a tally, and you know, you guys can Venmo me the balance later or whatever. No, I'm just kidding. So much happens here in such a short period of time. It feels weird to have to leave and go back to my regular life. What did I even do before this camp? What was my life? The dining hall was nearly empty on the final night, just as I feel like I've gotten used to this new home yet again for the second time. But this chapter is now coming to an end. Thanks again, Origin, for the immersion camp experience. I can't wait to come back.